Okay, hi everybody. This is your friend Daniel Huntins, and today we are doing another live stream. Again, this is going to be a late night video. So today's late night video is we're going to start off talking about Sebastian Stan. Yes, Sebastian Stan. We know as Bucky. Yes, Bucky. So Bucky actually loves the Falcon Winter Soldier, the season 1 story. Okay, so even though he doesn't know where he wants Bucky to go next, Sebastian Stan has thought that the Falcon Winter Soldier has given him a great story. Okay, so now we follow up with Sebastian Stan, we know as Bucky. He shares his thoughts on Bucky's story from the Falcon Winter Soldier from season 1. Now, now keep in mind, guys, Falcon Winter Soldier came out last year in the Phase 4. So, let's keep talking about it, yo. So he's saying he likes the place his characters ended up, and he's only appeared in 5 Marvel Cinematic Universe movies. He was a supporting character, plus there's a post-credit scene he was in. Again, Stan's Bucky Barnes graduated as the lead-in man status from the Falcon Winter Soldier, the series, which also starred his best friend, Anthony Mackie. Again, the second Marvel series to premiere from Disney Plus last year. It picks up Bucky and Sam in the aftermath of Endgame, as both of them have to adjust to a world without Steve Rogers, who isn't around anymore. Sam has to have the potential to become the new Captain America. Okay, guys, so we already kind of know that. If you remember, I talked about it before last year. But while Sam grapples the weight of his shield, the Falcon Winter Soldier has followed Bucky's recovery from his time serving as the Hydra brainwashed person we know as Winter Soldier. But now we don't know. Now we know that Hydra does not have control of him anymore. Bucky has now recovered, or at least he's trying to recover. So he struggles to move from what he did, but again, with his partnership with his friend Sam, Bucky manages to end the Falcon Winter Soldier with a much better place from where he started. Again, we already kind of figured out as well, but he seems to have accepted he can move on from the Winter Soldier. He's even found himself a new family. Okay, latest article, Winter Soldier versus White Wolf. What is next for Bucky's Marvel Cinematic Universe future? Okay, if you want me to talk about that, I'll talk about it. Let me finish this up first. Screen Rant recently has a chance to catch up with Stan about his new film on the side we know the 355. In between discussing the spy flick, we raise a question of Bucky's future. Now we specifically say Stan was asked where he would like to see Bucky go next. Again, he's admitted he doesn't have an idea yet, but he does appreciate Bucky from the Falcon Winter Soldier, he said. So those are his quotes. He said, I agree. I mean, we did, and I'm not the one able to tell you what the next best thing is for him. But I haven't quite figured this out yet. I feel it was nice to get him in a good place and have him kind of some come back around accepting himself from his past and finding his own place in the world now. His own sense of families and his values. So we'll have to see what's going to top this off. And we don't know. That's what he said. So again, there's a really, really nice photo of him down below with his leather jacket. Again, that's his on screen rant, guys. So it's true that Falcon Winter Soldier has left Bucky in a really good place now, because it's the best place for him since the early moments of the first Avenger, which took place in Phase 1. Now, he still has a lot of growing up to do, but again, Malcolm Spellman explained that at the end of the season, when the show became Captain America Winter Soldier, the title has changed to reflect the Sam evolution. It doesn't do much for Bucky, though, but because there's room for more development, guys, there's always room for development. Marvel always develops great things. So never, ever, ever, ever doubt them, because they are wonderful things. Nevertheless, guys, Stan had pointed out it's a pretty positive place for Bucky. Now, it isn't clear yet where Bucky will turn up next, or it won't be, but it would be likely that now Falcon Winter Soldier Season 2, now the odds are he'll return with Sam in Captain America 4. Now, as a side character, of course, kind of like a sidekick, sort of. But again, little is known about the film just yet. But again, that'll happen later. But Mackie has closed the deal to return. Now, it seems really likely that Stan will join him, because they're friends after all. Makes perfect sense. So though this isn't confirmed yet, still Captain America 4 is going to be a good place to further the stories of Falcon and a Soldier. In regards of Bucky's arc, we have to see what the future has holds for him. Okay. So now we want to go back up to where that part was in the middle. Winter Soldier versus the White Wolf. What is next for Bucky's future? Okay, guys. So this is interesting. We want to know what happens with Bucky's future. Okay, so just a follow-up, guys. Marvel's Falcon Winter Soldier is now over. Now, Bucky Barnes has a future with the MCU. And will he become the White Wolf? Well, we're going to find this out. Again, the finale of the Falcon and the Soldier, Sam Wilson takes the shield. He puts on the Stars and Stripes and becomes the next Captain America. However, things are less certain for Bucky, formerly known as the Winter Soldier, from his own MCU future. Again, Bucky has displayed decent growth from his 6 episodes from Disney Plus, but there are still a few questions about this and where he's going to go next. What is he going to do going forward? There's a rather large question mark as to who he is now. So we don't know if he is what he is. Whether or not he's still Winter Soldier, or does he become White Wolf? We don't know. Again, it's possible Bucky may not even know who he is himself. So, as sad as that sounds, it's the truth. In Shannon's finale, Bucky and Sam managed to put the stop to the Flag Smashers, and Sam has also challenged the GRC to get the better and to critically think how policies of decisions were going to affect people's lives. Now, after this main conflict is resolved, Bucky went back to his home, where his father of the man Bucky's murdered, and Bucky is finally ready to confess to make true amends for his crime as a Winter Soldier. Alright, so he's able to own up and accept what he'd done and try to fix things. So from the end of the finale, it's revealed Bucky has crossed off every name from his list. Even though it gives him a clean slate to move forward in his life, he certainly looks more happier than he was in the final scene, seeing him from a party with Sam and his family. Okay, latest article, Falcon and a Soldier why Bucky said he failed twice. If you want me to talk about it, I'll talk later, but we can keep going. However, no real follow-up has shown where is Bucky going next. Virtually every other character is expected or teased from the future. In the series of dark characters, we know John Walker, the U.S. agent, the Power Broker, and even Baron Zemo. Again, guys, likewise, the series get a retitle from the end, changing it to Captain America and Winter Soldier, signifying Sam Wilson's new status has changed, while Bucky's name is still the same. Okay, guys, so again, while he seemed primed to take the White Wolf persona that was given to him from Wakanda, the tensions are created with them by freeing Baron Zemo. This has made him reluctant to take this name, even though this doesn't fully explain why he wants to keep this name to such painful connotations. Alright. Any case, though, it seems as though Bucky Barnes could really go anywhere going in the MCU. We just don't know how, but we're going to try to figure that out some way. Falcon and the Soldier didn't really give Bucky a full closure. It is possible this could be amended or fixed with future appearances from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Okay, the newly announced Captain America 4, it's certainly possible that of course Bucky could be largely featured from all three of the Captain America films of prior. Now, likewise, Bucky would also have to be expected to feature a second season, though it now will be called Captain America and Winter Soldier. Now, should the second season happen, it wouldn't be out of the realms of possibility to imagine that Bucky being featured in other Marvel projects as well. Now, again, there are comics for the Winter Soldier joining Nick Fury from dealing with extraterrestrials, but again, he could be involved with the Secret Invasion. He can also fit in perfectly for whatever force Contessa Valentina Agova DeFortain was planning with John Walker, we know as the U.S. agent. Regardless of this, guys, we now certainly have a lot of questions about Bucky's future in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It does not appear as though Marvel's Falcon Winter Soldier finale. Now, the fans last remember his character, Bucky Barnes has come a long way in his character from being a brainwashed assassin from Hydra. So again, guys, it would be a shame to not see his full future realized from his promising MCU future. Again, guys, perhaps the end of potential Captain America Winter Soldier Season 2 could see the similar retitle of Captain America and White Wolf. Fingers are crossed, though. Fingers are crossed. Let me know. Again. So, alright. Y'all want to know? Alright, so I told you guys what we think might happen, or what we might see happen, but we don't know if it will happen. So, we're going to keep going. Yeah, we're going to keep going. So, now we are going to be talking about a Hawkeye. Yes, Hawkeye news. Haley Steinfeld shares an adorable scene with Kate and Yelena Hawkeye blooper scenes. Now, there is a funny blooper that has a scene with Haley Steinfeld and Yelena Belova with the belated happy birthday. It's okay. 17 hours ago, guys. Haley Steinfeld shares an adorable blooper of herself with Yelena, Florence Pell. Again, Steinfeld was introduced in Marvel Cinematic Universe as Kate Bishop from Hawkeye, finding the mentorship from Clint Barton. This has aired over the holiday and last year's bit of Marvel content. It already has aired, it already ended, so the show had many surprises from stories from fans. It has generated chatter across the World Wide Web. Now, Florence Powell's Yelena had a debut after Black Widow, which was the most anticipated elements from the series. Now, much of this was focused from promised conflicts between her and Clint, but again, complex interactions between her and Kate were actually fan favorites. On top of this fact, the scenes have featured two of Hollywood's most exciting young stars. Also, they're both beautiful women. They're both very, very beautiful. The characters represent the future of both the Hawkeye and the Black Widow character, And the show ended with audiences eager to see where the next collaboration can happen. Okay, guys. So, the latest article. Yelena using Kate Bishop's full name is deeper than you might realize. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about something else. But for right now, guys, everyone will have to settle for the BTS behind the scenes footage of their work together. Steinfeld provides a late glimpse at the fun they have worked on Hawkeye. Now, there's going to be another part of the Marvel Assembled on Disney Plus that's going to say the work of Hawkeye. Again, it's supposed to come out really, really soon. Now, keep your eyes sharp for that, though. But wishing Pal a belated birthday after she's turned 26 from Monday. Again, Steinfeld shares a brief clip of the finale with the elevator of her and her Instagram, in which again she's able to shoot away past the closing door. Now they burst out laughing. Well, I'm even laughing. So then they try to get in together, clearly enjoying their time on the set. You can check out the screenshots from the story below. Again, there's actually a video that has both of them on an elevator. Happy belated to my favorite person and tussle from the elevator. With love, you. You magical human. Hashtag Florence Powell. Okay, so though both are clearly flagged from future Marvel movies and shows, the studio has to clarify when these two beautiful women are going to show up next. Now, confronting Clint and Natasha about the death in the finale, Yelena chooses to accept his explanation of her sacrifice, and it spares his life. Now, suggesting she has significant emotional processing to do. Now, even though defying to kill the Order has potentially put her odds with Julia Louis Dreyfus positioned as the significant antagonist working from the shadows. Again, Kate, meanwhile, has fully won her childhood hero by the conclusion of the series. There's an invite of the Barton family Christmas where she attended, and Quint, surviving the series, was inclined to retire from his duty as an Avenger. Now, it's reasonable to expect these characters are a package deal whatever project happens next. Again, Renner being one of the only founding Avengers left, besides Thor and besides Hulk, perhaps acting in the Gildan voice in her ears, the quip emphasizing Steinfeld and Pal's chemistry, the good off screens as it was in screen, and it relishes that their Hawkeye follow up is to the much enjoyment of the Marvel audience. Okay. So, and guys, let me know your thoughts about that. Let me know your thoughts. I think it's really cool. Now, Kate Bishop and Yelena Belova, who kind of like sisters now. They're kind of like sisters. Uh, Even though different, but they're both very, very beautiful. Okay. Okay, guys. This is something that's really fucking funny. I have to play this video though, but I'm going to play it on my own time, and I'm going to share this to my Facebook. Now, if you're not my Facebook friend, send me a Facebook request, because sometimes I do live streams on there, and I share some pretty cool things there too. Alright, so Spider-Man eats Shrek's Gingerbread Man in a bizarre crossover video. Now, this is a very weird video. The fan creates a funny video of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man eating the gingerbread man from Shrek with the famous shot from 2002 Sam Raimi Spider-Man. I'm going to bookmark this because this is going to be really fucking funny. I'm going to be chuckling probably the whole time. But this is 2 hours ago. I'm going to even save the photo. Fuck. Let's save the photo. The photo's really fucking funny too. Okay, there's spoilers. Now, a bizarre video has surfaced over the holidays of Spider-Man eating the gingerbread man from Shrek. Yeah, you got that right. Now, Spider-Man is riding high right now with the release of Spider-Man No Way Home. Now, it is already about to cross the 1.5 billion milestone. Again, it is the most successful film of the pandemic era. Incredible achievements is that No Way Home now accounts still for 12% of the 2021 box office. I don't even know how the heck they got the percentage number. It doesn't really matter though. It's the money, not the percentage. The franchise has been heavily discussed on social media, including that demands of new Tobey and Andrew films or produced after two previous Spider-Mans has entered the Marvel Cinematic Universe in No Way Home. The Shrek franchise provided some highly entertaining films between 2001 and 2010. Now, since then, the ogre and his friends have found popularity on social media. Again, last summer, Shrek had trended on Twitter for the 20th anniversary from the original film. Yeah. Proving that this film is still beloved after all these years. The franchise itself is meant to make classic funny fairy tales. Countless memes have also been made about Shrek. The gingerbread man is an iconic character from the films. Has made numerous memes himself. So, okay, related to this article, Shrek's story was saved by his Simple Fiona fix. We're not talking about that. We'll keep going. Last week, Spider-Man fan had posted a YouTube video of Maguire's Spider-Man eating the gingerbread man from Shrek. It begins with the famous shot from 2002 Spider-Man, where Peter was seen swinging in a New York City apartment. He takes his mask off. The camera moves to his family and friends, coming to see what this noise was, but instead of Peter, they see a portal closing, like the ones we see from Marvel's now. But a video cuts to Lord Farquaad taunting the gingerbread man from his castle. And then we see Peter. He's walking outside the castle eating the cookie. You can check out the video below. I'm going to watch the video and I'm going to let you guys know how it is. But if you're not a friend on my Facebook, you have to send me a friend request. Otherwise, I can't play this video because you have to see it yourself. I'm sorry. But Spider-Man appears in the Shrek universe from this video. Now, opposed to Tom Holland's Spider-Man universe, this is a celebrated crossover from No Way Home. In this parody, we see Doctor Strange made even more errors with the spell to make the world forget Peter was Spider-Man. The pretty major errors made this actual movie. Now, it seems no apparent reason why Maguire's Spider-Man happened to appear in Shrek, of all the places, but today's meme culture, the audience will likely just accept it and be entertained. Alright, guys, so the two franchises do share a few similarities. Now, other than the fact Spider-Man has magic in his movies, thanks to Doctor Strange, Shrek is now set in fairy tales, whereas Spider-Man is supposed to relate the ways of the ogre who marries the princess who could not be. The battle between the franchises made the parody more entertaining. The video is a great way to celebrate the release of No Way Home and remind people how they enjoyed Shrek. Shrek's 20th anniversary, 20 things you don't know about the film. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about something else. So, okay, guys, I'm going to leave this window open because I'm going to watch the video. But I'm going to watch the video after I finish this live stream. Alright, we're going to go to Screenman again. We just open another Screenman tab. Open another Screenman tab. We'll open another Screenman. So we're going to check the video out. And soon. So, okay. The freak. There's some real good stuff. Really good stuff. Very good stuff. And you gotta keep going. What the fuck? What? Okay, this is cool. This is really fucking cool. Now, WandaVision was a question to a Jeopardy answer. You really want to know how? I'll tell you how. WandaVision is a question to a Jeopardy answer from the show Jeopardy. Okay. WandaVision is recently brought up to Jeopardy, continuing how much Marvel Cinematic Universe has ingrained in pop culture. 6 hours ago, guys, 6 hours ago, WandaVision has recently a question on Jeopardy. Yep. Wanda Maximoff made her comic book appearance in 1964. That is the same year Jeopardy came to air. Bet you didn't know that, but now you do. Comic book readers have known Scarlet Witch for decades. At least if you were born in the 60s, you should know her. Alright, Wanda's became a well-known hero. She made her appearance in the credits of Winter Soldier. Again, enemies of the Avengers. They eventually team up to destroy Ultron. Again, Quicksilver has to sacrifice himself at the end of Age of Ultron, again to save Hawkeye and young Childs. But Wanda has become one of the characters of Marvel Cinematic Universe today. We already know that. So WandaVision was the first Marvel Cinematic Universe TV show to ever come out in history on Disney+. Again, proved to be incredibly successful from the streamers. The series has focused on Wanda after having to fail to cope with death of Vision from Infinity War. They used chaos magic to control the entire town to live her fantasy with Vision. We know that. Even though WandaVision was only 9 episodes, the series has awesome reviews and kept bringing people back every week to figure out what's actually happening in Westview, which is this town that's supposedly in New Jersey somewhere. So being nominated for 23 Emmys and winning 3. That's a lot of fucking Emmys. Again, WandaVision continues to be one of the top-ranked Marvel Cinematic Universe films on Disney+. Okay, so the latest article, Scarlet Witch, Wanda's Marvel Cinematic Universe superhero, her name's explained. We aren't wasting time with that. We're going to keep going. Now, WandaVision was leaving her mark on another show. Again, from a Reddit user, they recently said WandaVision was a question to an answer on Jeopardy. You can actually see a screenshot of the episode seen below. Okay, WandaVision was the crew of Jeopardy. I'm going to save the photo just because of how awesome it is. She's a magical gal in a small town locale. Gal locale. Get the rhyme? You get the rhyme? He's a hubby who's part machine. Let me read that again. She's a magical gal in a small town locale. He's a hubby who's part machine. Wow, that sounds like bars, man. That sounds like a rap. She's a magical gal in a small town locale. He's a hubby who's part machine. Woohoo! Ah, that's cool. You could rap about that. You make a rap from that. No why. But that, again, it's on a Reddit from Marvel Studios. From this chick we know, Forever Valerie, 9 hours ago. It has 392 points and 25 comment responses. Very fucking awesome. So even though WandaVision is a TV show or series, we know, it continues the Marvel tradition from post-credit scenes. Again, Wanda has broke the hex over Westview, becomes the Scarlet Witch, and a final shot from the series has her studying the Darkhold before she hears her children, Tommy and Billy. The plot is yet to be solved, but Elizabeth Olsen is the key player again to the Multiverse of Madness, which is coming out this year. Apart from this movie, though, it's unknown where Wanda's going to show next. Her character is popular, though, it's safe to say. Marvel is going to keep her around for a while. Well, I would hope so. WandaVision appearing on Jeopardy just shows how popular Marvel Cinematic Universe is, and how it's become ingrained with pop culture. WandaVision is one of the most popular Halloween costume ideas of 2021. Really? Yep. Influenced by top baby names of 2021. The series has also led to Agatha Harkness getting her own spin-off, which we're supposed to see that soon too. We don't know when, but it's been announced. Disney's massively expanded the Marvel Cinematic Universe from TV. WandaVision's helped kickstart Disney with strategy successfully. Marvel Cinematic Universe shows are always going to bring subscribers to Disney Plus. It also did the same thing with Falcon Winter Soldier. Again, even though that one was supposed to release first, we had WandaVision kick it off instead. Again, WandaVision is a great place. WandaVision is great to kickstart the Marvel Cinematic Universe in TV. And again, people have to come back to watch this next series. Okay, guys. So, now we're doing a recap again. All of the 9 MCU releases of 2021 ranked from worst to best. Okay, now I know I should have already talked about this, but we're going to talk about it because it's already the new year. Alright, all 9 Marvel Cinematic Universe 2021 releases ranked from worst to best. We go from the bad to the bad to the best. Bad to the best. Bad to the best. Worst to the best. Bad to the good. Worst to the best. You got the idea. Marvel Studios makes up the 2020 absence by releasing 4 movies and 5 shows in 2021. Here is all the 2021 projects worked from worst to best. This was from last week, or should I say over a week ago. So over the year of absences and delays due to COVID-19 pandemic, we also know as coronavirus, we know Marvel Studios came back stronger than ever with 9 MCU releases in 2021. Again, the year starts the Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 4. Marvel Studios starts high note with WandaVision. And again, Spider-Man No Way Home closed out the year of 2021. The track to become the biggest movie ever of last year. Now, since we're in 2022 now. So, perhaps the biggest movie of all time. All in all, everybody, Marvel Studios released 4 movies and 5 shows, bringing the total number of projects to 9. It is highest ever than any other year of Marvel Cinematic Universe. More importantly, though, 2021 seen Marvel Studio venture to the world of television for the very first time. 5 shows released this last year. Now, Disney Plus shows are a success due to long forms of storytelling emotional plots, and Marvel Studios managed to bring Marvel Cinematic Universe movie experience to small screens, though the shows were on the cinematic budgets. At the same time, they uphold a semi-steady flow of weekly Marvel Cinematic Universe content year-round. Latest article, every Marvel Cinematic Universe Spider-Man movie ranked. Now, we're not talking about that unless you want me to talk about it, but we're not talking about it right now because we're going to just keep finishing this. Okay. But if you really want to see it, I'll talk about it another day. Okay. Marvel Cinematic Universe has grown significantly in 2021. The project bringing in a total of the MCU installments to 32. Next year has promised a bigger year for the universe. Again, this has 3 movies and 4 shows, and 2 Disney specials. Again, 2022. Now, we are in 2022. 2021 come to a close already, and we're looking back at the 9 releases of that year to see how they stack up. Okay, now we're on the bottom. Number 9, The Eternals. Now, the worst thing of all of last year was Eternals. Okay, guys, so again, November introduced audiences to the immortal beings we know, the Eternals. Unfortunately, they have failed to achieve potential from the critics saying it's lackluster. It is the 26th movie of the first to receive the rotten stamp of the aggravator we know as Rotten Tomatoes. Even though the audience scores are not the lowest of all the other movies, expectations were supposed to be high, but again, the director Clouseau, the film has failed to deliver to most fronts. Now it is the last spot on any Marvel movie ever. Now on number 8, Marvel What If. Okay, you're surprised to see why this is on the bottom, second bottom? We'll tell you. What If? Marvel's first forays of animated TV. Where the MCU is concerned, they utilized an anthology to tell and possibly pull off live action. Animated series explored the multiverse to show how Marvel Cinematic moments could have played out all in reality. However, the lack of real stakes made it the most unnecessary project ever. Again, it did nothing to further Marvel Cinematic story. It branched out different directions, and it left them wondering, what is the point of this? So, unique premise with the Watcher has made What If an enjoyable series for some, not so much for others, but unique and has not enough to grip the audience to why the remaining projects are on the list as they are. Number 7, Black Widow. Again, Marvel's first film after a 2-year gap. Black Widow is next on this list because we know she finally got to star in her movie after 11 years of playing her character in Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's an unexpected, family-centric story that followed her adventures as a fugitive between the events of Civil War and Infinity War. This film has some high points though, but Natasha and Luana's relationship with David Harbour, the dad, Red Guardian, has the fact that a prequel to Natasha's death in Endgame was very detrimental to the film's stake. It's still a good film though, but again, the film is way too predictable and it holds the ending back. Alright, related to this article, Black Widow and Eternals have the same MCU formula's problem. We're not talking about that, we're talking about something else. Number 6, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. The Falcon and Winter Soldier deals with aftermath of Steve, his decision to pass the shield to Sam, from the end of Endgame. The 6-episode series focuses on Sam's struggle to try to decide whether he should take the mantle of Captain America or not. It was the second show from Disney Plus last year, and its commentary of racial discriminations from social status, with great comedic action and espionage. The show has some twist and lackluster villain. Again, it prevents it from cracking the 2021 top 5. Sorry. Now, number 5, we have Hawkeye. Being the last Avenger to receive his own project, Hawkeye has finally gave Clint Barton his sign-in opportunity. Again, this has drawn inspiration from Hawkeye, run by Matt Fraction from the comics, with a Christmas themed show. It's grounded and contained and contains Clint Bishop as his protege. It also featured Kingpin, but he didn't show up until the very end. At this point in Marvel Cinematic Universe, it's not perfect though, but is an addition to MCU. It's the halfway point of this list of the 4 that remain. Now we have Loki. Loki comes up at number 4. Next up, we have Loki. The first project centered on a villain. Loki introduced a multiverse from variants of Marvel Cinematic Universe. The concepts that form the basis of quite a few of Phase 4 releases, not at the least of next year's Multiverse of Madness. Tom Hiddleston was able to show a new side of Loki's already played from character from 10 years. The Disney Plus shows also featured the debut of Kang the Conqueror, or at least a variant of him. He's most likely to replace Thanos in the next threat, and Loki is able to merge romance, time travel, and universe ends to a 6-part series that rivals the MCU's best. The second season's been confirmed, but it will probably deal with ramifications from Sylvie and her decision to kill He Who Remains. Number 3, we have WandaVision. Perhaps this is the most creative Marvel Cinematic Universe movie to date. WandaVision was kicked off the Phase 4 from a twisted take of sitcom genres. Now, audiences finally witnessed the consequences from the loss that Wanda has had experienced from the Avengers. The show primarily dealt with Wanda's grief, which led her to hold an entire town hostage. She's created this reality around herself to reflect this vision of the perfect life, influenced by in sitcoms that she used to watch as a kid. Alright? Wanda's character development from the series was one of the highlights. It also gave Wanda enough screen time to do character some justice. WandaVision has dived deep in the journey and goes through experiencing the loss of loved ones. The journey is unfortunately relatable with lots of viewers, and the fusion of genres has coupled the creative storytelling formats. It still is the best Marvel Cinematic Universe so far of the shows, and it will see Wanda again in Multiverse of Madness, where she's rumored to be a villain. Okay, latest article, every Marvel Cinematic Universe TV show ranked from worst to best, including What If. We're not talking about that, we're talking something else. Now we go to number 2, Spider-Man No Way Home. Now you're probably wondering why is it number 2, but I'm going to tell you. Sony and Marvel Studios' latest collaboration, Spider-Man No Way Home, is the last Marvel Cinematic Universe of 2021. No Way Home seen Tom Holland Peter Parker take the villains of all over Spider-Man's 20-year history to the silver screen. The multiversial fiasco was filled to the brim with fan service. It also has time-delivering, heartfelt, emotional Spider-Man stories. Again, No Way Home is the highest-rated live-action film of Spider-Man. It's fitting given the fact the celebration from everything that's came before. No Way Home's bittersweet ending was a way to conclude Tom Holland's first trilogy. Now, the second one, as the wall crawler hero, now Spider-Man's prequel is to clear the path to becoming the highest grossing movie of that year, and possibly the highest ever for a Marvel project managed to deliver better stories from 2021. Now to number one. You want to know what the number one best Marvel Cinematic Universe project was last year is? It is Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Now, it is number one. Shang-Chi and Legend of the Ten Rings is Marvel Cinematic Universe's best outing of 2021. Now, before we just have this movie, Shang-Chi was only known as a percentage of the comic book readers. Now, Marvel Cinematic Universe has highlighted a character and its best aspects from the aid of Simu Liu and the brilliant performances of Shang-Chi. Okay, respectively again, the film juggled themes of legacy and parental expectations. It's also introduced audiences with new casts of new characters, resolving what has happened with the Iron Man 3 infamous Mandarin twist. Now, while the film's climax featured some CGI-heavy final battles customaries with most Universe films, the visuals are stunning and combine a precise choreography set to the tad above the usual Marvel Universe standard. Even though WandaVision was still more creative and No Way Home was more epic of a cinematic event, Shang-Chi and Legend of the Ten Rings is the most rounded project of all of MCU that year. Again, guys, it managed to deliver a compelling personal story and introduce a half dozen new characters. All of these factors in mind keeps that of Shang-Chi the best Marvel Cinematic Universe release of 2021. From all these characters, from new versions to the old ones, the mega blockbusters, the small screen twist sitcoms, and MCU is more diverse ever in 2021. Disney Plus shows introduce forms of storytelling essential to the few characters and few of the MCU's most underutilized characters. The Marvel Cinematic Universe movies that grow and give audiences memorable experiences, the genre-defining heroes of all time. Now, even though the year has had fair shares and highs and lows, 2021 was one of the best years for Marvel Cinematic Universe enthusiasts. It also has had new content and some can keep up with. 2022, also this year, now we're in 2022, has trend with Marvel sequels, again with more popular characters, and Disney Plus shows introducing new fan favorite characters into the universe. Okay, guys. Okay, so we are already almost 49 minutes in. So I'm going to wrap this up. And I'm going to take a break. It is already going almost on 2:30 in the morning. I should probably lay down or at least rest. I haven't gotten any rest or sleep yet, so I might be turning off my computer soon. I might put a show on my TV on HBO. I might crash out on the bed, and I'll see you guys later. There's going to be more uploads. They're just going to be later. So, again, I don't want to say that I'm leaving you hanging, but I'm going to do more uploads later. I'll see you guys later. Bye.